Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
250 years ago, our founding fathers declared independence and laid the foundation for our great nation. Today, we celebrate that moment by playing America's pastime. It's the Stompers and the Knicks on the 4th of July here at Arnold Field. Alongside Lucas Sebastiani, I'm Nate Martin. We welcome you to a sunny Sonoma for some Independence Day baseball, Luca. I couldn't think of a better way to spend your 4th of July evening than here at Arnold Field.
And I think the reason that you can't think of one is because there isn't one, right? Like America's pastime on America's birthday. Here is the biggest crowd of the year at Arnold Field with some great Sonoma Stompers baseball ahead of us.
We celebrated earlier today with the parade, which was really fun to be a part of. But let's go back to last night because we got a preview of some of the fireworks we're expecting after the game. Anthony Shepler had a 2-home run day, including a grand slam, 9 RBI. It was awesome to see Shepler just have a day like that.
Yeah, and I think it's just this time of year for Shepler, right? I mean, last year on the 4th of July, the Sonoma Stompers took a 14-17 victory over these same Novato Knicks. Anthony Shepler hit a grand slam in that game as well, and I think it's just something about the 4th of July. I saw your post-game interview with him last night. He said, God bless America, when you asked him about this time of year, and I think it just makes him want to mash baseballs, and he definitely got on the right track in his league action last night.
It wasn't only him who got involved. Trent Keys had a great day at the plate as well with a home run. Chase Taylor, who's not in today's lineup, reached 4 times. It was just an all-around offense explosion, what we've seen over the last couple of days for Sonoma, and really what to expect against affiliates.
Well, I think that a team like Santa Maria, like obviously you saw they were short on arms yesterday, and that's something that the Stompers should come out and exploit, and they did. They hit the ball really hard, and they all came out with a swing now mentality and get runs. And I think that's important for the Stompers going into some of the more difficult CCL opponents. Just get the confidence back in their bats and let them know that they can hit those balls.
Well, this isn't a CCL game. It's a non-league against the Novato Knicks. These two teams met on the 4th of July last summer. That was a 14-7 win for the Stompers. Does this make today any less important for the players, you think?
I don't think so. I think you need to ride that momentum that you created for yourself in the last 2 games against Santa Maria and keep it rolling into next week's games against San Francisco and Alameda. Those are 2 opponents that you need to beat to stay ahead of in the standings.
Well, I talked to Zach Pace on today's edition of the Stompers Report about the importance of today and what it means to the community. Take a listen.
Welcome into a 4th of July edition of the Stompers Report. Nate Martin here with manager Zach Pace. Coach, happy 4th of July. How was this morning? The team got to go out in the parade, go around the plaza. How was your experience with that?
Oh, I mean, 4th of July, America, seeing all the people out there celebrating, you know, I mean, it's just, it's a blast. I mean, honestly, best day of the year. Tens of thousands of people out there watching us, cheering us on in the parade. I mean, it's just, couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, it was a blast, and looking for another good time here with our game coming up for sure.
And something that we were kind of talking about a bit is like you always try and tell the players like, oh no, it really is that big. Like, did you like got to talk to some of the players after and just see like how they enjoyed it, especially for guys who was first time experiencing that?
Yeah, I haven't talked to players individually, but I did address the team after the parade. Told them all to go enjoy the rest of the parade and have a blast, and they were all pumped up at the time. I know, you know. cheer me on as much when I have the speeches usually, and they did today, and so it was pretty good. So I hope all the boys had a good time, and it's just such a fun day. You know what I mean? Everybody's celebrating America, and such a good time. Good weather. I mean, shoot, couldn't ask for better weather, better place to be, experience, all that, people to be around, all of it. You know what I mean? It's just a really good time, and just really thankful to be a part of it.
Let's get back to baseball for a little bit. Anthony Scheffler had a fantastic game yesterday, 9 RBI, 2 home runs, including a grand slam. You have him hitting in the 3 spot today, had a grand slam on the 4th of July last summer. What did you see out of him yesterday and just his growth over the summer?
Oh, he's just a great ball player, man. I mean, he just does a lot of things well, and has a really good swing, good approach, great attitude. I mean, I think his attitude is better than all of it, even though he's a great ball player. So just can't say enough good things about him. He's just a awesome player to have on your team. I don't think any coach, would be disappointed, or you know what I mean. They would just love to have that kid on your team, and just really happy to have him in the lineup and succeeding and doing well, and hopefully he does well again today. And just a really good kid and really good ball player.
He's just one of a few of returners and local guys in the lineup today. Was it kind of an emphasis for you, knowing what this parade means to the community and what this game means to the community, to have a lot of local guys in the lineup today?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we want to try to get all the local guys in, and it's about the community also. You know what I mean? It's not just about winning on the field all the time, and even though everybody's good ball players, it's just we want to have a good community presentation for everybody, right? So we want to just bring a good presentation for everybody to come watch, and it's going to be a blast tonight, with a lot of fans and a lot of players from the community that are in the lineup, and I'm really excited to see what goes on tonight.
And it's always a great day here at the ballpark on the 4th of July, always the biggest crowd. You've experienced that for a few years in a row now. Some of the players have as well. What have you told the guys in the lineup to expect tonight who haven't experienced a 4th of July at Arnold yet?
It's the best day of the year. I mean, it really is. I mean, we have the biggest crowd. Everybody's going to be hyped up, psyched up, and it's the best day of the year. It's the funnest day of the year. Just go enjoy it, have fun, enjoy baseball, enjoy America, enjoy where we're at, enjoy each other, enjoy our families, you know what I mean, all that stuff, right? And that's what it's about, you know what I mean? So just kind of celebrating us and, all of our loved ones around us, and it's just going to be a good time, and hopefully we come out on top, but it's just a really fun day, honestly.
Final question, a little bit of a softball here. You're at a 4th of July barbecue. What's on your plate?
Maybe some baked beans, a little potato salad, and I'll probably go with the cheeseburger. I think that's pretty solid for me, but I don't turn down much, that's for sure.
I'm with you on that one, Coach. Thanks so much for always. That's been the Stomper Report with manager Zach Pace.
Always great to talk to manager Zach Pace, as we have a crowd rolling in here, a sea of red, white, and blue on the 4th of July. Always a beautiful sight. This is always the biggest day of the year at Arnold Field. And Luca, today they're going to see Justin Jones get the bump for Sonoma. This will be Jones's 5th appearance of the year. He started 2 games, but the last 2 appearances he's made, he's been out of the bullpen. Today, Zach Pace elects for him to be the starter. What do you reckon of that?
Well, I think Jones has been pretty solid for the Stompers so far this year. He's got 4 appearances, only allowed 7 earned runs in those 4 appearances. And I think in the 9 innings that we've seen from Jones that he's shown some solid stuff, and he's shown exactly what Zach Pace likes to do, which is get in the zone and attack. 7 strikeouts to 3 walks is a great ratio to have, and I think that the management really likes that.
Yeah, but I think what the manager likes even more is one of the first arms we're going to see after Justin Jones comes out of the game. That's his son, Zach Pace's son. Jacoby Heyer is going to be pitching an inning in today's game. Just how special is that for both parties involved, you'd say?
Incredibly special. I mean, Jacoby has been here first base coaching for the Stompers for the last 4 years, at least since I've been here. He could have been doing it for longer. But, man, Jacoby is out here, and I talk to the players, and they say he works harder than anybody. And for Jacoby to get this opportunity, especially today on the 4th of July, is very, very special for both him and manager Zach Pace.
Always out watering the fields, cleaning the field after the game. He really cares about this team, and the teammates love him. He's getting rewarded today as the starter. Replacing him at first base is Keller Osborne, but that is besides the point. Just such a cool moment for Jacoby to be pitching today, in today's game. One more question here on the Sonoma Stompers pregame show. It's one of our favorites to ask, and I get to ask you today, Luca. Who's your Stomper of the day? Who's someone you think is going to have a great day at the plate here on this 4th of July?
Well, of course, I'm going to say my brother, Ben Sebastiani, starting at second base today, hitting 7th. And Ben, he, last year on the 4th of July, came out, started at second base, and he hit a 3-run home run. In that 14-7 win over the Novato Knicks last year. A lot of his college and Marin teammates on this team and on that team last year, so Ben always wants to go out there and swing the bat, and so I'm picking Ben as my Stomper of the day.
He's over at second. His brother is up here in the booth with me. We'll be back with you very shortly as the managers meet at home plate here on the 4th of July. Independence Day baseball comes up right after this.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and... In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our number one priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. The lines are painted, the lineups are in, the field is raked, and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
A sold-out grandstand, a near sold-out outfield, and everyone else in attendance here at Arnold Field is ready for some 4th of July baseball. Alongside Lucas Sebastiani, I'm Nate Martin. Kieran Costa currently in Reno for the CCL All-Star Game. That's about to begin in just over an hour. But we're here for a reason, Luca, for the Stompers to take on the Novato Knicks for the 2nd year in a row on the 4th of July. And Zach Pace sends out Justin Jones as his starting pitcher. Jones, this is his 5th appearance of the summer, his 3rd start. He's the 5'10" righty from Walnut Creek, California. Just wrapped up his 2nd year at San Joaquin Delta, where he made 16 appearances, 11 of them starts. An ERA of 4.22. He walked 18, struck out 43. Someone that attacks the zone and tests the batter. The lineup that he faced, as announced by the manager today for the Novato Knicks, Vinny Lenciani. Elijah Aguilar leads things off, followed by Mateo Fitzgerald. Troy Rizzo in the 3 spot, followed by Matt Anderson, the first baseman, hitting cleanoff. Will Tokarth batting 5th. Daniel Mills batting 6th. 7, 8, 9 goes Drake Poitras, Eli Jamison, and Brody Miller. Stompers and the home whites with blue caps and orange brim. The Knicks and the red with gray pants, white letters, and numbers on the back. Jones continues his warm-up on a beautiful Saturday evening. Bonfili, his catcher, fires over to second. That means we're ready for baseball. Elijah Aguilar steps into the left-handed batter's box. Dylan Brewster behind home plate calling balls and strikes. He says we're ready. Jones is ready. Aguilar is ready. Let's play some 4th of July baseball. The first pitch, a called strike 1 over the outer edge at 5:21 at 82 degrees. This is the earliest start of the year at Arnold Field for baseball. And with no more games this early, it will stay that way. Jones is 0-1. Hit right back up the middle and into center field, right past Rumler and Sebastiani. Johnston scoops it up, and it's a leadoff single for Elijah Aguilar. The Knicks' first man is on at first to bring up Mateo Fitzgerald.
Yeah, and that's a lot of what you're going to see out of Jones. He's going to fill up the zone early and try to induce weak contact. Got the ground ball there, unfortunately, just right up the middle. They couldn't field it. But that's definitely something that Jones is looking to do, fills up the zone, 7 strikeouts and only 3 walks on the season.
Now facing Mateo Fitzgerald, who showed bunt, couldn't lay it down. Really aggressive. I don't think we've ever seen a bunt that aggressive. He was sprinting into it.
I definitely
like a charge. Does he go for that again with now Keys holding the runner at first and Shepler playing a little bit in at third? No, he doesn't. Takes a high ball, 1-1.
And I like that from Jones. You just saw him try to lay down the bunt on a pitch way up and out of the zone. Throw the same pitch, see if he goes for it again.
Back even at the count, 1-1. Jones stares down the righty Fitzgerald before checking back on the runner at first, Elijah Aguilar. Aguilar, this past season at Mendocino, only stole 2 stolen bases. As Jones is out ahead 1-2 on a called strike to Mateo Fitzgerald. Recent high school graduate of Santa Rosa High. Teammates with Jacoby Heyer, who's expected to pitch later today for the Sonoma Stompers. Jones fires a 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. An ugly miss from Mateo Fitzgerald. Off balance, off kiltered. Off the batter's box and back to the dugout. 1 down in the top of the first to bring up Troy Rizzo.
Yeah, that right there is a curveball from Jones. You're going to see a normal 5-pitch mix from him: fastball, curveball, changeup, slider, and cutter.
This is Jones's first start since June 13th, as that one popped foul and out of play over our heads. His last start was against Menlo Park. Went 2 innings, allowed 3 hits, a run, and 2 strikeouts. Really has been super solid since a really tough first appearance on June 6th against the Seagulls, where he gave up 6 runs. He delivers that one, hit off the glove of Keys over at first and into right. Aguilar heads to second. It's another knock for the Knicks. 2 on, 1 down. Brings up Matt Anderson. Another righty in the order. Most recently played at Mendocino, one of many guys in this lineup and really on this roster who play baseball at Mendocino. His pitch, high, ball 1. Let's give you the defense for Sonoma. From left to right, Nick Sebastiani, Connor Johnson, and Wesley Bass. Third to first go Shepler, Duramalar, Ben Sebastiani, and Trent Keys. Andrew Bonfili, after exiting the game last night, back behind the dish. He gets a ball too low, and Bonfili definitely going to be careful. Got a pitch in the last, an 89-mile-an-hour fastball in the last place you'd want that to go as a catcher.
He knows that all too well after what happened yesterday.
The 2-0. High ball 3. Jones issuing 3 straight balls here to Matt Anderson, who had a .431 on base at Mendocino. One of 3 Mendocino guys who committed to Dakota Wesleyan after the spring. The 3-0 looked at for a called strike. Now into a hitter's count, Matt Anderson, who also hit the ball pretty well. .326 average with 9 doubles. Hitter's count. High ball 4. The bases are loaded here in the top of the first. The Knicks looking to strike early here on the 4th of July in front of a packed house at Arnold Field. Brings up Will Toker. Santa Rosa Junior College, hitting from the right-hand side. He's got a chance for some RBIs. Corners of the infield playing in. Duramalar and Sebastiani at double play depth. That would get Justin Jones out of the inning. First pitch, low for a called strike. Dylan Brewster giving the calls and strikes. Zach Ellenthorpe is the other umpire. Because it's a non-league game, they only need 2 umpires. The 0-1. Breaking ball, just too high. Ball one. So Cart, limited action at Santa Rosa. 3 for 15 with 2 doubles, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. He's a beer batter for a reason, and with a packed house at Arnold Field, they want beer. His time is called. Might have been something in the left field foul line, and home plate umpire Dylan Brewster's going to give the left fielder, Nick Sebastiani, some time to get it out of the field of play. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the first. The Knicks want to strike first. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jones has already struck out 1 through 4 batters faced. The other 3 are all on with base hits. Aguilar at third, Rizzo at second, Anderson at first. Jones comes home and misses outside, ball 2. Daniel Mills, the DH, is on deck, another teammate of Jacoby Heyer this past season at Santa Rosa High. Ballerina count. Strike 3. Tokar could not connect. 2 down, and the top of the first. The base is still loaded.
And that was tonight's beer batter. You think the Arnold Field crowd's happy about that one?
The biggest Arnold Field crowd of the year, and I'm already seeing people head over to the beer trailer right next to the visiting dugout. Daniel Mills steps in. He takes a pitch low. Bonfili prevented that one from going to the backstop, and that's important to do with a runner at third. This is the first time all summer where we've seen the same catcher catch back-to-back games for the Stompers. The 1-0. Heine away, ball 2. And really, a big reason for that is what Zach Pace told me before the game. He wanted to give the hometown guys, people from Sonoma, second-year Stompers, a chance to play and start on this 4th of July game that means so much to so many people. The 2-0. A called strike. Jones needed that.
Yeah, and I think that's a good move from Zach Pace, getting guys like Nick and Ben and Andrew and Shepler some play here in front of the 4th of July crowd, especially with Andrew. His catching night got cut short yesterday due to injury concerns, so good to see him healthy back out on the field today.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down, bases loaded. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jones is a strike away from getting out of a tight spot. He's got Aguilar at third, Rizzo at second, Anderson at first with the bases loaded. He needs to put up a 0. That one fouled away. We'll do it again. Jones high 80s on his fastball. That one 89 on the inner edge.
And you're seeing Jones's trademark stuff, attacking in the zone.
What does he go to here on a 2-2? The delivery. Popped up to foul territory. Bonfili chases right in front of the dugout, and it drops before he can get there. That one landed right where the next man up, Drake Poitras, stands. Justin Jones doesn't want to face him this inning. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Strike 3, swing and a miss. Jones gets out of a bases-loaded jam after allowing 2 hits and a walk. He leaves him loaded with 3 strikeouts. We head to the bottom of the first. Stompers looking to strike first.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond Certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
The Stompers come to the plate for the first time today here on a 4th of July with a packed house and blue skies here at Arnold Field. They'll be facing Wesley Bush, the 6'3" right-handed pitcher from Forestville, California. Most recently pitched at Mendocino and had a great freshman year. 13 appearances, 10 of those starts, 62 innings pitched. He allowed a 3.77 ERA, 22 walks to 42 strikeouts, 50 hits. Had a 5-3 record and a save. Really impressive stuff, but he'll have to get through this Stompers lineup that's looking to pounce early. Connor Johnston lead things off, followed by left fielder and hometown kid Nick Sebastiani. Anthony Shepler after a 9 RBI day hits in the 3 spot. Wesley Bath's 4th. The first baseman Trent Keys with a home run yesterday, batting 5th. Kays DeRomola, Andrew Bonfili, Ben Sebastiani, and Rylan Heckman round things out. Johnston, the lefty, steps in to face the righty. Bush was 1 for 2 yesterday with a strikeout. That was as a pinch hitter. He gets the first pitch and hits it right over to second. Fitzgerald Fields throws over to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. First, beg your pardon. Brings up Nick Sebastiani. 1 for 4 yesterday with a double. He's someone who knows this 4th of July game very well. And coming to it since he was a kid. Was one of the Stompers tossing candy in the parade today. He's hoping to produce some highlights here. He swings and misses and looks for a home run on that pitch, but couldn't catch it. Bush stares down and delivers. Another fastball fouled off to right field and the Stompers bullpen.
And you can already see the Stompers keeping their swing now approach from yesterday.
Had 17 runs, the most by a Stompers lineup all season, as Sebastiani takes upstairs for a ball. That included 3 home runs, 2 of them from the man on deck, Anthony Shepler. Pushes 1-2. Hit high to left. Aguilar looks up and makes the grab at the track. Sebastiani got a good piece of bat to that ball on a line drive to left that just didn't have enough legs. 2 down here in the bottom of the 1st. Brings up someone who knows how to produce fireworks on the 4th of July. Anthony Shepler had a grand slam last year against these Knicks on Independence Day. He had a grand slam and a 3-run homer last night. He just loves getting hot this time of year, it seems. His first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. That's what you can expect out of Anthony Shepler, first pitch swing most of the time.
He likes to attack early.
When asked about his dominance around America's birthday, he said, "God bless the USA, I love freedom." The 0-1. Swing and a miss, chasing low. Another fastball. He's behind 0-2. Two straight fastballs low that Shepler's chases. Wesley Bush certainly knows that on the mound. The 0-2 delivery. Strike three swinging. The Stomps go down in order here in the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second, still scoreless on the 4th of July.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. It kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
After just one inning, Justin Jones was ready to pitch the second, but had to exit. We hope that Justin's all right. He pitched that first, allowed 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, got out of a bases-loaded jam, and the man who replaces him is the regular first base coach, Jacoby Heyer. This is his first ever appearance as a Sonoma Stomper. The incoming senior in high school at Santa Rosa High with the Panthers, made 13 appearances, 1 start, pitched to a 5.02 ERA over 15 innings, struck out 14, allowed 15 walks. Just a really cool moment here for Zach Pace, his dad and the manager of the Sonoma Stompers, to send out his son on a packed Saturday 4th of July game against the Knicks. The first pitch, a called strike 1. Fastball on the outer edge at 78. Poitras wasn't tempted. The Mendocino man, the righty, digs in and breaks his bat over to short. DeRomlar fields, gloves, throws in time. 2 pitches, 1 out for Jacoby Heyer. Brings up Eli Jamison. And I don't know how he imagined this first out to be as a Stomper, but a broken bat ground ball is something you'll definitely take. Showed that the batter was completely fooled on a pitch that you threw him. Brings up Eli Jamison. It's Cabrillo High School. Santa Rosa High School. The 1-0. Swing and a miss from Eli Jamison. Recent high school graduate. Hit .333, 14 RBIs, 8 doubles, and a home run at his senior year at Maria Carrillo. The 1-1. Misses low for a ball. Hires 2-1. Line to left, and it gets down for a base hit. All the way into foul territory and to the wall. Jamison digging for 2. He gets in there standing. A 1-out line drive double brings up Brody Miller with 1 down. Brings up Brody Miller. Hitting from the right-hand side from Friends University. First pitch, inside, misses, ball 1.
And Jacoby Heyer kind of has a Craig Kimbrell-esque, very far lean in when he's looking down to the signs from Andrew Bonfili.
The 1-0. Misses inside again, ball 2. Zach Pace, his dad, calling out instructions to his son on the mound. The pitch. Bounced over to short. DeRomlar gloves, throw in time. High over the head of Trent Keys. That was the third baseman, Shepler, and the runner advances to third. What should have been a second out in the inning instead puts runners on the corners with 1 down on an E5. We saw Shepler over at first yesterday, and then a couple innings over at second where he made some really nice defensive plays. Over at third, it's tough to get those throws in over to first across the infield.
Yeah, Shepler, a natural third baseman, but has been playing first base a lot of this year. Perhaps not as practiced at the position as he'd like to be at this moment.
Brings up Elijah Aguilar, who takes a pitch way outside, ball 1. Higher with that Craig Kimbrell stare down again. He has runners on first and third, 1 out. The pitch and the dirt ball too. That's where you want to miss with a runner at first. You're trying to induce a double play to get out of the inning.
Exactly. Scouting report just says keep it down, get a ground ball, and get out of it as fast as you can.
Aguilar had a single back in the first. He delivers the two. He gets the 2-0 and pops it up. It's foul territory. Keys looks at it, and it goes out of play over the Stompers dugout. 2-1 now to Aguilar. Another one of those Mendocino JUCO bandits that found a 4-year at Dakota Wesleyan. Both him and Matt Anderson heading to the Midwest this fall. The 2-1 inside, ball 3, a hitter's count to the top of the order. Mateo Fitzgerald awaits on deck. The long stare, higher, in a tough situation. The 3-1 hit to center. Johnston charges in rather right to the infield. Duramola makes the grab. That's an unproductive out. 2 down here in the top of the second. Higher has induced some weak contact to 3 of the 4 batters he's faced.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job. He's throwing only fastballs so far, but it seems to be working for him when he's getting into it.
He delivers. A fastball bounced foul.
And this is a hard situation for Jacoby, not only because he's going up against a lot of JUCO and 4-year players as a high school pitcher, but also he did not expect to be pitching this early in the game. Justin Jones came out with the injury before this inning even started. Jacoby wasn't warmed up. He hadn't even thrown his bullpen yet. He had to throw his pen on the mound with Andrew Bonfili.
Fitzgerald taking a moment to gather himself after he fouled one off his foot ankle area. Still recovering. That seems to be good to go.
So very impressive from Jacoby to be able to come out and throw an inning like this after a minimal warm-up.
Can he get out of it? Ahead 0-1 to Fitzgerald. Runner takes off. The pitch, line to left, going back at the track, and it's over the wall. Mateo Fitzgerald strikes first for the Knicks. A 3-run homer off of his high school teammate Jacoby Higher. And it's 3-0 Novato here in the top of the second. The Knicks dugout is over the moon. Higher's on the mound gathering himself. He's still got to get out of this inning facing Troy Rizzo.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13, Troy Rizzo.
Higher fires inside ball 1. Packed house here at Arnold Field. Maybe a little surprised by an early Novato lead as the 1-0 comes in. Lined to left center. Sebastiani and Johnston chases. It's Sebastiani who comes up with it for the final out of the inning. 3 runs come across the plate for Novato on a home run off from Mateo Fitzgerald. We head to the bottom of the second with the Stompers lineup having some work to do.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is Legacy in Motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes in Carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Bottom of the second, the Stompers have some work to do after a 3-run homer off of Mateo Fitzgerald that came after an error kept the inning alive in the top of the second. Defense coming back to bite the Stompers again. So Sonoma behind by 3 early to the Knicks. Starts out here in the bottom of the second with Bass, Keys, and Duramalar. There's Wesley Bush. Stares down the righty Bass and fires. Called strike 1. Last time we saw Wesley Bash, he hit a home run to left field, his first extra base hit of the year. He gets the 0-1. Inside, called strike 2. A cutter up and in. That's a good spot to put that pitch. The 0-2. Low and off the chest of Miller on a hop. 1-2. Bass starting to see his average climb up a little bit, now hitting .231 with an on-base percentage of .348.
And that on-base percentage is really important for a guy like Wesley Bass because we see once he gets on base, he is a credible threat to any team that the Stompers have faced this year.
11 stolen bases. He gets the 1-2 and lines at the right center. Poitras chases and it drops right in front of a center fielder for a leadoff knock. The first hit of the day for Sonoma is a Wesley Bass single, and as we said, he's someone who you want on if you're Sonoma.
Yeah, expect to see some fireworks on the base paths now this 4th of July.
Brings up Trent Keys, had a home run last night against the Indians. If he were to do the same here today, the Stompers would still trail by a run. Takes a pitch low for a ball. Bass didn't take off on a ball that went in and out of Miller's glove. The 1-0 and check back on Bass over at first, not in time.
Looks like the Knicks definitely have the scouting report down on Bass.
Keys, a tall lefty with a vertical stance, gets another pitch outside for ball 2.
And you'll see Bass take that big lead off of first base, and then as soon as the pitcher starts his motion, he'll take a very large secondary. Anything in the dirt, and Bass is going to want to take second base.
He takes his lead over at first. Bush looks over. The 2-0, line to right. Toker chases, and he makes the grab. Routine play for the right fielder off a line drive from Trent Keys. 102 off the bat, right to the right fielder. Unlucky for TK3.
And that's the hardest a Stomper has hit a ball this season, Nate. That ball was absolutely tattooed into right field, just unfortunately right at the right fielder Tokar.
That's how it goes sometimes. It's now the responsibility of Kays DeRomelar to get a hit, continue this inning, get some runs on the board for Sonoma. First pitch in the dirt, called strike. They're a little bit higher in the dirt. Some nice vertical drop on the breaking ball. The 0-1, Bass takes his lead. Back pick over to first. Not in time.
The throw beat him. Just Bass was able to get a little bit outside, and the first baseman, Anderson, was a little bit further in down the line and wasn't able to apply the tag in time.
Another thing has gone into the left field. Play had to be paused again. Aguilar tossed it back over the wall. First time we've seen that all summer, where objects come on the field in the middle of the game.
With this many people here on the 4th of July, you'd expect it at least once.
The 1-1 back check over on Bass.
And you see manager Zach Pace has come out of the dugout and is barking orders at Bass on first. Perhaps with Jacoby Heyer being in the dugout because of his pitching, Zach Pace trusts himself more than Osmond to give those orders.
And Keller Osmond, the man over at first, with Dave Hoke over at third. Bass jumps, stays at first. And DeRomelar takes a called ball 2.
Attempted frame from the catcher Miller there, couldn't quite bring it onto the outside corner.
Chance to let's go Stompers here at Arnold Field on the 4th. Kays to the right, he gets the 2-1. Bass takes off, a called ball inside, and Leslie Bass is safe over at second. He's into scoring position for Kays DeRomelar. Hitters count for the recent Vanguard commit.
And if you're combining league and non-league stats, that is Bass's 12th steal on the season.
Hitters count. Bass lines it right back to the glove of the pitcher. He back picks over to second in time. The side is retired. A 1-4 double play. We head to the top of the 3rd. Stompers trail by 3.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Jacoby Heyer's day is done after just one inning. He allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, none of them earned. No walks, no strikeouts. One of those hits, the 3-run homer. That's currently the difference in this one. 3-0 Knicks lead. Anderson at Tokar and Mills face the new man, Scotty Cato. The first pitch, called strike 1. That's the scouting report on Scotty. He attacks the zone. The 5'10" junior from Aliso Viejo, California, down in Orange County. Most recently played at Cal State Monterey Bay. That one just a little too low, 1-1. To Anderson, drew a walk back in the first. This is his first time facing Scotty Cato. The pitch, called strike 2. 87 at the bottom of the zone. That's a great pitch from Cato.
Yeah, and that's a perfect spot because if you're going to want to miss, you're going to want to miss in that spot. And if you're going to want to throw a strike, that's also a great spot to throw a strike. Really hard for the hitter to go down and get that.
1-2, just a little too low. 2-2 now. Cato pitched 2 days ago against the Indians. No runs, no hits, 1 strikeout. He deals. A swing, strike 3. Scotty Cato retires the first man he faces, brings up Will Tokar, who struck out back in the first. As Andrew Bonfili spotting a different number today, 45, goes to have a word with his new arm.
Now batting, your beer batter, number 5, Will Tokar.
Brings up Will Tokar. He struck out back in the first. The man on deck, Daniel Mills, also struck out to Justin Jones. The first pitch, strike 1. Tokar chased on a pitch low and out of his zone. A cutter gets Cato ahead, 0-1.
And that's what you're going to see from Cato. He's going to got the fastball, the cutter. He's also got a slider, curveball, and a changeup, but does not use those as much.
The 0-1 goes back to the heat inside. Ball 1. Cato is someone who really feels like he's improved a ton since getting Sonoma. His first appearance gave up 5 hits and 4 runs. Has only allowed crooked numbers one other time. That was an appearance where Pace tried to stretch him back. As that one's hit the deep center, Johnston chases over his head and it drops. He scoops it up off the ground. Tokar takes second on a double. The third extra base hit of the day for Novato. Brings up Daniel Mills with 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 42.
It's a deep center field. That one just kept on traveling over the head of Johnston.
Yeah, 366 feet to straightaway center field. There's not a wall there for that to go over, so Johnston's just going to keep having to run back 435 feet to dead center, so he had to make a long run for that one.
First pitch outside for a ball. Mills showed bunt there.
And that's another thing I love about this Stompers infield. Kays Duramalar, he loves to chat when he's on the infield. He talks to his infield mates, his pitcher, and you heard him yell bunt all the way up here.
1-0. Doesn't have to yell bunt there because Mills held up 2-0. The 2-0, Kato misses upstairs, ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Finds the plate there, 3-1. Still more people rolling in here at Arnold Field as that one's fouled off. Gato's come all the way back in the count here, now at 3-2.
Kato doing what he does best, filling it up in the zone. He's going to force hitters to at least swing the bat. So getting back into counts, something he is very accustomed to.
3-2 as the runner dances at second. That one fouled away again. We'll do it once more. Got fireworks after the game here at Arnold. Still a lot more to go. Is that one a back pick over to second that neither Duramalar or Sebastiani was ready for? Luckily, Kato got it over to Duramalar and not into the outfield.
Yeah, it looks like maybe his catcher, Andrew Bonfili, said something, but the daylight play was not on with Duramalar going to back pick him.
3-2 once more. That one bounced over to short. Pick up by Duramalar, in and out of his glove, and the throws in time. For an error, rather. E6, second of the day on Sonoma. The defensive issues coming back to hurt the Stompers. Mike Nunez out of a dugout. Sonoma had 5 against Walnut Creek on Wednesday. And a couple against the Dads on Tuesday as well, as Mike Nunez having a word with just his pitcher and catcher. Maybe seeing something with Kato's mechanics. Drake Poitras awaits. He's got runners on first and runners on first and second. Tokar held up
Now batting, the center fielder number 3, Drake
over
Poitras.
at second. Kanto looking for a double play ball to get out of the inning. The pitch, both runners go. Throw over to third. In time! The Stompers get the lead runner out. Immediate protest from the Novato Knicks manager, Vinny Lancini. And it's tough to make those calls when you only have 2 umpires. And now the 2 converge at home plate. Brewster and Ellenfort meet. I think there is a case here that the runner is safe. But the umpires don't seem to agree with my read on it. 2 down in the inning. Mills over at second. Caught stealing for Will Tokar. It's 2 down. Drake Poitras at the play. That's a big out for Sonoma. The 1-0. Away and it gets the backstop. The runner takes off. And Mills, and it's a good thing you got that runner out there because he would have scored. Still 3-0, but a couple of misses in a row here from Kato. The 2-0. Hit to left. Sebastiani chases back at the wall, and it's over. Drake Poitras sends one over the wall for the second home run of the day. For Novato, it's 5-0 Knicks here in the top of the third. The Arnold Field crowd, that's a bit shocked here on the 4th of July. After an error in the second where 3 came home run, a home run after with 2 outs. The error here in the third could have been the third out of the inning. And instead, a home run is hit, and that's how Novato has a 5-0 lead. Kato's 1-0, misses ball 2. It really feels like a lot's been thrown off for Sonoma pitching since Jones exited the game. The 2-0 line foul into the parking lot. 2-1. The 2-1. Away ball 3. Jamison had a double back in the second off Jacoby Heyer. It was the first of 3 runs to come home in that inning. The pitch. He lines it into foul territory. (3-2) here for Kato, looking to get out of the inning. 2 runs across the plate on the Drake Poitras home run.
And what you're seeing here is very atypical from Kato. The last 3 hitters have all gotten into at least 2 ball counts.
He delivers the 3-2. That one bounced over to Sebastiani, who scoops and throws for the third out of the inning. But not before 2 runs come across the plate on 2 hits. A Sonoma error, no one left. The home run from Drake Poitras makes it a 5-0 game as we head to the bottom of the third.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
yourself in the morning, or does your mom do it for you? All right.
Welcome back to Arnold. 5-run lead here for Novato. It's the bottom of the order. Andrew Bonfili to start things off against Wesley Bush, who's faced the minimum through 2. Ben Sebastiani and Ryland Heckman after him this inning. Bush delivers. Called strike 1. Bonfili yesterday was 1 for 2 with a walk. He had to leave the game thanks to an injury, but healthy, ready to go here today. He gets an 0-1. Low for a ball. Slider inside, couldn't find the zone. Bonfili, 4 for 18 this summer with 5 RBI. Someone who doesn't strike out a lot. The 1-1. Lined over to third and gloved. Jamison throws to first in time. One down here in the bottom of the third with Ben Sebastiani coming up to the plate here. Sebastiani has given Arnold some good memories on the 4th. Had a 3-run homer against these Knicks 1 year ago today. He's got nobody on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch. Called strike 1. It's been a tough couple of weeks for Ben at the plate. He's 1 for 22 in league play with 2 walks and 11 strikeouts. As he sees the 0-1 and bounces it up the middle. Rizzo gloves, throws for the 2nd out of the inning in time. 2 straight ground balls forced by Wesley Bush to bring up Ryland Heckman with 2 down. Certainly helps the case for Novato, and after putting up 2 straight crooked numbers, your pitcher is throwing like this. Ryland Heckman to the plate, 2 for 15 this year. Was 0 for 1 last night as a pinch hitter. He takes outside for a called strike. Heckman coming back from injury still after spring at Umpqua where he did not play. Either in the lineup as a DH or a first baseman thanks to surgery on his throwing arm. He takes low and gets hit by it. Right on the foot. It's a base runner here in the bottom of the 3rd to bring up the top of the order.
Yeah, and that's the first time we've seen a changeup from Bush, a very heavy change that just threw it inside and hit him in the foot.
The catcher, Brody Miller, a little banged up as the manager, Vinny Lenciani, checks on him, and the trainers come out to see how the catcher is feeling. We saw Andrew Bonfili, the catcher, yesterday have to leave the game thanks to an injury. Miller just crouching over. Seems to be some laughter. Miller gets a water from his manager. The trainers waved away. It appears that Miller's going to roll on in this game. And a 5-run game here in the bottom of the 4th. Beautiful blue skies, a packed house at Arnold Field And Miller's going to be good to roll on here. He's going to get a couple of warm-up pitches. The Stompers maybe still catching up from the parade this morning, an early wake-up for a lot of them.
Yeah, and Miller takes one warm-up pitch and then gives Brewster the thumbs up. That's a good thing you want to see after an injury.
We're ready to play some baseball again. Heckman over at first. Johnston at the plate. He grounded out to second. The very first pitch he saw. He takes outside on a ball. Johnston, the Bellarmine Knight, originally from Oregon. Has a back pick on the runner, not in time. Heckman looking to advance to second. Bush wanted none of that. The 1-0. Outside ball 2. Stompers looking for their first runs of the ball game, down by 5. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out. The pitch. Called strike 1.
And that's a really nice pitch there. It's the same thing with Kato last inning. If you're going to miss, that's the area where you want to miss. But if you can paint the black on that bottom corner, then that is a pitch that's very hard to put in play.
Bush fires. A called strike outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. A 5-run cushion for Bush, looking for another shutdown inning. As time is called by Connor Johnston, maybe looking to throw off the pitcher. Bush releases a called ball 3. Aces with a runner at first as Johnson bounces that one over to short. Gloved by Rizzo, and it goes in and out. A dive head first from Heckman back to second. It's a defensive error on Novato. On the shortstop to bring up Nick Sebastiani with 2 on. Now there's a mound visit. No one really tossing in the Knicks bullpen. There's probably a visit from Ciani to settle down his pitcher. Meeting is over. Heckman heads back to second. Sebastiani over at first, still talking with his manager, Zach Pace. Nick Seb digs in, lined out to left. And a deep, oh, that looked like it was leaving. He gets the first pitch and takes it low and away, ball 1. His cousin Ben provided a 3-run homer on the 4th of July last year against these Knicks. Nick has the same opportunity here with runners on first and second. The 1-0. In the dirt. Miller just kept it in front of him enough to hold the runners up. Sebastiani gets the 2-0 and takes it upstairs for ball 3. Anthony Shepler on deck. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 out. In the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch. Called strike. Shepler, Sebastiani was never going to swing there on the 3-0. Headers count. Sebastiani hits that known to right, and it is in and out of the glove of a diving Tokar. 1 run comes across the plate. Hoke holds up Johnston. It's a RBI single for Nick Sebastiani. The inning rolls on with runners on the corners. 1 run across the plate. Stompers trail by 4. Anthony Shepler now walks in, the powerful lefty.
Now batting, the third baseman for San Jose State, number 7, Anthony.
Had 2 on in the 3rd last night and hit a home run. He hit a grand slam later that game, hit a grand slam on the 4th of July last year. He's got 2 on in a 4-run game. The pitch, taken for a called strike. Shepler struck out on 3 pitches back in the 1st. Chased 3 fastballs low and outside of the zone.
I mean, if I know Anthony Shepler, he's only got one thing on his mind, and that's home run.
The 0-1 takes it outside. Wasn't going to do it on that pitch, and he happily gets back in the count here, 1-1.
I mean, we know he's got the power to do it. Home run last 4th of July, 2 home runs yesterday, and the home run leader for his high school.
2 on, 2 down. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fastball on the outer edge. Shepler's at a 2-strike count like he was last time up. He struck out in that situation, takes a deep breath, and steps back in. Sporting the San Jose State Spartan helmet where he plays his college ball. The lefty gets the 1-2 and strikes out swinging. 1 run comes across the plate for Sonoma on a hit and an error with 2 left on base. Lucas Sebastiani has you on play-by-play for the 4th inning when we return on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left and kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Welcome back to the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. I am Luca Sebastiani here with my broadcasting partner Nate Martin. Entering the fourth inning of action, the Sonoma Stompers versus the Novato Knicks here on the 4th of July. Griffin Messenger, the new arm in the game for the Stompers. He went 1 inning against the Menlo Park Legends earlier this season. Walked 1 player. No strikeouts, no runs. Making just his second appearance for Sonoma here in this out-of-league contest. He'll face Brody Miller, Elijah Aguilar, and Mateo Fitzgerald. Messenger's ready, fires, and the first pitch is grounded to Ben Sebastiani at second. He gloves, looks over, fires to Keys at first, and got him. 1 pitch, 1 out for Griffin Messenger here in this 4th inning.
Stompers pitching has done a good job of forcing ground balls, but problem is sometimes the defense just hasn't made the plays, and that's a big reason why Sonoma trails by 4 in this game.
Yeah, so far 2 errors on the Stompers defense, not what you like to see, especially in an out-of-league game. Messenger fires and very inside, skips past to the backstop. Aguilar claiming that it hit him, but home plate umpire Dylan Brewster appeals down to first base, and Zach Ellenthorpe makes the call, says that it did hit him. And a worthwhile defensive change, that is Angel Garcia now behind the plate and not Andrew Bonfili. That's rare that you see a home plate umpire appeal down to first base to make a hit by pitch call, Nate.
Yeah, and that's why Zach Pace is out of the dugout to have a word with the first base umpire, Zach Ellenthorpe.
I don't think Pace has much of a case here after that call is made. Messenger's first pitch to Mateo Fitzgerald is low and away for ball number 1. Fitzgerald had the home run back in the 2nd inning to score the first 3 runs for these Novato Knicks. Griffin kicks, fires, and this one's grounded again to Sebastiani. He fields it, bobbles it once, and throws to Trent Keys for the out. Another 4-3 ground ball for the Stompers. Aguilar makes his way over to second base, but they are 1 out away from getting out of it.
Of course, 2 straight Ben Sebastiani ground balls for his brother Luca on the call.
Maybe I'm magical, what can I say? But 2 nice plays from Ben. He bobbled that one for a second, but was able to regather it and make the throw over to Keys. Here we have Troy Rizzo stepping into the plate. 1 for 2 today. Oh, Griffin almost hits him again with the inside fastball, but he gets out of the way. 1-0. Messenger likes to work quickly up on the mound. The Davidson commit out of Justin Siena High School. Kicks, fires. This one is fouled down the left field line over Jacob's Restaurant. And the count is even at 1-1. Messenger quickly ready to deliver the next pitch. Stares into his catcher, Garcia. The 1-1. Fouled into the glove of Garcia, strike 2. Messenger 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. The 1-2 from Messenger. Inside again, he gets out of the way, ball number 2, and the count is even once more. Deuces are wild here in the top of the 4th inning. Messenger shakes once and now is ready. The pitch. Swung on and hit a shallow right field. Sebastiani ranging over and makes the catch. All 3 putouts of this inning go to Ben Sebastiani as the Stompers get out of a one-man jam.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Wesley Bass, Trent Keys, and Kays Duramal are due up for the Stompers here in the bottom of the fourth, facing Wesley Bush in his fourth inning of work. So far, only allowed 1 run and 2 hits to these Stompers. The Stompers look to improve on that number here as Wesley Bass steps into the right-handed hitter's box. Bush stares in, out of the windup, kicks and fires to Bass, and this one is inside for ball number 1. The 1-0 to Bass. Oh, swings and misses on the outside. A nice cutter there from Bush gets Bass to go. Wesley Bush to Wesley Bass. Similar names.
Wesley, it's not too bad.
The 1-1 to Bass. Skips into the dirt. Ball number 2. Bass ahead in the count here. He would love to get on. As we've talked about earlier, Nate, Bass definitely a threat when he gets on the bases. 11 steals already this season.
Yeah, stole one today, so the Knicks know about that pretty well themselves.
They definitely had the scouting report. They threw down to him twice before he was able to steal. The 2-1 to Bass is outside for ball number 3. Good eye by Bass, and he's worked himself into a hitter's count here. Now, I would imagine in a non-league contest, Bass would have the 3-1 green light all the way, Nate.
I think you don't really need to get it all back in one hit. You just kind of have – I'd rather Bass get on a walk here and just pass the bat.
And he takes this one outside and low for ball number 4. And the most dangerous runner on the Sonoma Stompers gets on first base for Trent Keys, a man who hit a home run yesterday.
Yeah, but Keys has struggled with runners on, though. He only has 5 RBI on the year. Was in a bit of an RBI drought until the most recent series against Santa Maria.
No better time than a non-league game to get some confidence back in your bat.
Well, the bat's been good. He's hitting .273. It's just with runners on, it's been a little – it's not been there as much.
First pitch to Keys is called a strike on the lower corner of the zone.
But Keys is still Keys. I mean, he leads the team in on-base percentage, .487, ridiculous numbers.
Ever reliable for Zach Pace's ball club. That goes for last year and this year. The 1-0. And Bass takes off, and he'll get a steal. He was going all the way even before the pitch. So Wesley Bass will get his second steal of this game and 12th on the season if you're including league and non-league play. Ever dangerous on the base paths. I would not be surprised to see him make a break for third.
He dances a ton over at second. We've seen him steal third before.
He takes a secondary, what I like to call a tertiary lead. He'll take his secondary. And Keys fouls this one back to the screen. 1-2. Bush stares into his catcher, Miller. The 1-2. Keys swings and misses on a ball in the dirt for strike number 3.
Great job by the catcher, Miller, to hang on to that one. Just kept it in his glove to have it be called a strike.
Especially on a ball in the dirt like that. You really want to be able to squeeze those to make those putouts, and he did a really nice job of that there, and that brings up Kays Duramalar for his second at-bat. 0 for 1 today with a line out to the pitcher that doubled off Wesley Bass in the second inning.
Eerily similar situation here. Bass at second, and Keys went out. Now Duramalar with 1 out, runner in scoring position. You hope for a different result.
Duramalar is a bat that in recent weeks has come alive for Zach Pace's ball club. He was not with the team for his visit to his school as he swings at strike number 1 there. Vanguard, just new commit for Kays Duramalar. He was out there visiting for the last week, but before that, he definitely came out with some resurgence in the lineup and became kind of an every other day guy for Zach Pace, with him and Bryson Ayala sharing that shortstop spot.
Yeah, and I imagine it's going to be an interesting decision for Pace when we come out of this to the second half of the season.
Duramalar swings and fouls this one down into the Stomper bullpen, and that'll make the count 0-2 to Kays.
Kays doesn't strike out a lot. He's going to fight.
Always good for a good at-bat is Kays, especially as of late.
4 strikeouts and 32 at-bats. That's really good compared to what the rest of the Stompers have been doing this year.
That it is. The 0-2 from Bush. Checks Bass, fires. Up and away for ball number 1. Good eye by Kays. That's a professional take. With 2 strikes, you're always looking to protect, but Kays definitely saw that one all the way. Bush checks Bass again. Bass dancing off second. And this one is outside again, and the count is even at 2-2. Duramalar working himself back into this count.
Great job by Kays.
Kays adjusts his batting gloves, step back into the right-handed hitter batting box. Bush sets, checks on Bass yet again. Bass dancing off, and he wheels around. No throw, and Bass back to second base safely. Wesley Bass always keeping opposing pitchers on their toes. You never know when he's going to make that spring for the next
And
base.
that makes your pitching to the batter just that much more. It throws you off a ton
Exactly.
as a pitcher.
Anything you can add. Bass goes up, and Bass makes it into second. Oh, and the throw is just corralled by the third baseman, Jamison, as Bass makes it to third on his 3rd stolen base of the game.
He still would have been safe as well. That's the thing about Wesley Bass. He's such a good base runner. And not only has he provided a boost to base running for himself, other Stompers have followed his lead. More and more guys are being aggressive on stolen bases this summer now.
Yeah, good on Bass for creating some offense himself. And Kays also works himself into a full count with that pitch being up. The payoff pitch to Kays is hit into shallow right and just falls foul of the right field foul line. Kays would have had himself an RBI there had that fallen just a few feet to the left. And we will do the 3-2 again. And Bass, this is something I was actually talking to him about the other day. Not a regular base stealer at Georgia State. He said, the coaches really didn't tell me to steal very much because I always hit in front of Hunter Carlson, and he would always drive me in. So good to see Bass exercising those legs of his for the Stompers.
It's not a bad problem to have.
Not a bad problem at all. The 3-2 to Kays. This one's hit into the gap, but ranging over to catch it is the left fielder Aguilar, Tagging is Bass, and he will make it home. And that's an RBI sacrifice fly for Kays Duramalar, and the Stompers inch ever closer.
Productive out, exactly what Kays was supposed to do there. Came back down 0-2 to work into a full count. Bass's base running did most of the work for him. He was able to just hit it to the outfield and score a run.
Beautiful situational hitting from Duramalar there. And that'll bring up the new catcher, Angel Garcia, replacing Andrew Bonfili here in the bottom of the fourth. Bush stares in, kicks, and fires to Garcia. That pitch on the outside corner for strike number 1, says Dylan Brewster. Garcia came in as a defensive replacement last night for Bonfili after his injury. Good to see Bonfili back in the lineup here again, but after just 3 innings of catching, Angel Garcia comes in relief. The 0-1, Garcia pops it up, shallow right field, the first baseman under it, and makes the catch for out number 3. And the Stompers get one back, Nate. They inch ever closer. It's 5-2 after the 4th inning.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Back here in the top of the 5th, Anderson, Tokar, and Mills up facing Griffin Messenger. First Stomper pitcher this evening to pitch multiple innings in a row. Everyone else has gone an inning. The Davidson commit deals a first pitch. That's bounced over to Shepler at third. He throws a bounce, not in time. An infield single for Matt Anderson, his first knock of the day. There's a throw where Shepler kind of let that one get to him. He fielded it right in front of the left field, and throw wasn't in time. Brings up Will Tokar, who had a double back in the 3rd. Also struck out. heading to Santa Rosa Junior College. He gets a first pitch fastball, 87 painted on the outside corner.
Yeah, once again, that's a perfect pitch from Griffin, just painting the outside lower corner. Very hard pitch to put in play.
The 0-1. Hit the other way, and it gets past Sebastiani and into right. Back-to-back hits off Griffin Messenger in inning number 2. Brings up Daniel Mills. This Knicks offense is just non-stop. They've gotten a hit in all but one inning with all 4 other innings having multiple hits in them. Daniel Mills, one of a few who hasn't got a hit. He bounced that one, throw over to first in time, but the sacrifice is complete. 2 in scoring position with 1 out on a beautiful sacrifice from Daniel Mills.
Now batting, the center fielder number 3, Drake Poitras.
Brings up Drake Poitras, had the home run back in the 3rd. He gathers and steps in. The Mendocino man, 11 for 38 there with 8 RBIs. He takes that one away, ball 1. A fastball that nearly went out of the glove of Garcia. All 4 infielders playing in. Every throw will come home. Hits that one over and under Duramalar into left. 1 run scores. Novato re-extends their lead. It's now 6-2 here in the top of the 5th. 3 hits in the inning. No signs of slowing down. Brings up Eli Jamison as Kays Duramalar gives some words of encouragement to his pitcher.
And that's the consequence you get when you're playing the infield in like that. A ball that normally would be a routine play for the shortstop becomes a single just due to how far in Kays was playing.
Jamison swings and misses at that one. That's why the Stompers practice situational hitting in BP. Ground ball, you have to hit 5 of them in a row to move on to the next stage of batting practice as Jamison takes the fastball low for a called strike, for a called ball, beg your pardon. 1-1, runner takes off the second. The throw over, and they're going to catch him in a pickle. Eyes ever on the runner at third, and they're going to throw home. Back pick over to third. Tag in time. Poitras steals second. But Sonoma did the right thing there and got the lead runner out at third. Caught him in a pickle. That is exactly how you're supposed to do it. We've seen Sonoma struggle with that play before in the past. Not that time.
Yeah, we have. The last time Sonoma was faced against a first and third just like that, they gave up the run. This time they were ready for it, and they did not disappoint, and they executed the play to perfection.
2 outs now. With a runner over at second. Eli Jamison still at the plate. The 2-1. Hit foul and out of play.
Just like that, after working himself into a bit of a sticky situation, Messenger is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning.
Can he do it on a 2-2 to Jamison? Yes, he can. Called strike 3. Messenger's out of it. But 1 run comes across the plate on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stompers down by 4.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please?
The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season.
Ben Sebastiani leads off the bottom of the fifth against the new arm. Seth England relieves Wesley Bush of pitching duties. England, a righty, 5'7" from Santa Rosa. Most recently pitched at Napa Valley College. He lines that one right past the glove of the pitcher. England and Ben Sebastiani gets a leadoff single. He's now 5 for 10 in non-league games. Someone who just shows up in the games that, not to be disrespectful to your brother, just don't count.
I mean, Ben always, he loves to go up there with a swing-first approach. It's a lot easier, I know, for many players when they are able to get into a game and get into a groove and start a game.
Yeah.
Especially in a game like this that's stress-free. When a lot of Ben's at-bats this year have been coming in late inning garbage time.
Yeah.
Especially like cold off the bench, those at-bats are a lot harder for these guys.
Well, he's on first as Heckman takes a pitch low for a ball. Wesley Bush went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, 3 strikeouts. England faces Heckman, delivers a breaking ball outside. Turn the changeup. 1-1.
And that changeup looks like it's moving because it's a heavy changeup. Doesn't keep as much induced vertical break on that. He kind of lets it drop, and that's what's scary about the changeup. What makes it look like a breaking ball.
Fooled me. I don't know how you're supposed to hit it as a batter, but Heckman looked at it. He looked at another one for a ball there. He's out ahead 2-1 here. He swings and misses at that one, 2-2.
I don't know how anybody's supposed to hit a baseball, Nate. This is, in my humble opinion, the hardest thing to do in any sport.
We were talking about this. I was talking about this with the coaching staff before the game. We were watching the World Cup, and Jacoby Heyer, who pitched the second, usually the first base coach, as the 2-2 comes in, outside for a ball. He said, I don't get how soccer players can just dribble in between defenders. And I said, well, it makes sense to me. I played soccer all my life. But I said, but I don't get how people can hit a baseball. That's coming in at 90 miles an hour, or you're getting a changeup that looks like it's coming in at 90, but it's actually 80. That one lined to deep right. Tacker comes onto it and makes the grab. The throw back to first is in time, but away. Drew Anderson off the bag. Another line drive to right that the right fielder Takar just can come onto. A great defensive game from the man out and right.
Was really close to doubling Sebastiani off, but luckily that throw came away. Good call by Zach Ellenthorpe there. His foot came off the bag, and Sebastiani gets back safely.
And Sebastiani stands at first still. Infield at double play depth with the top of the order, Connor Johnston coming up here. He reached on an error back in the third. The pitch outside for a strike, but that must feel good as a batter. If a new arm comes into the game, you see a hit from Ben Sebastiani and then a line out like that from Heckman that looked like it was heading through the gap.
Yeah, a couple of strong contact hits from the first two Stomper hitters here in the fifth.
The 0-1, Johnston takes outside for a ball.
And then coming back to our conversation from earlier about the hardest things to do in sports. Baseball, it's the only sport where if you're successful 40% of the time, you're a Hall of Famer.
If you're successful 35% of the time, you may end up in the Hall. That one hit over to Rizzo at short. He takes it to second himself and gets out Johnston at first. 6-3 double play to end the fifth. The Knicks leading by 4.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Now pitching for the Stompers from Contra Costa College, number 27, Vince.
On the 4th of July, Zach Pace sands out the man from Amersfoort, Netherlands. Vince Van Holy relieves Griffin Messenger after Messenger went 2 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run that was earned. No walks, a hit by pitch, and a strikeout. Van Holy hasn't appeared for a while for Sonoma. back on the mound today. Looking for a clean inning here. A 0 to keep his offense in reach of a grand slam to tie the game. He takes his time on the mound. This is his first appearance since he won a third of an inning in San Luis Obispo at Sinsheimer. Allowed a hit. And no strikeouts, no runs as he finds the zone there. 0-1. He starts off by facing Brody Miller, the righty catcher. Takes that one on the outside for ball 1. This is the 4th appearance of the summer for Van Holy. He started a game, pitched 3 1/3, allowed 9 hits, 7 runs, 5 walks, and 2 strikeouts. That one hit the other way to right. Long run over for Bass into foul territory, and it drops. On the other side of the foul line, 1-2. Time called by the batter, Brody Miller. Friends University, where Miller is committed, as yet again we have, looks like, I think it's like a beach ball that's going into left field. It's the 3rd time we've had it happen today. Brody Miller committed to Friends University, a NAIA school out in Wichita. He gets the 1-2 from Van Holy, checks his swing. The appeal is successful. It's ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Van Holy fires a ball 3 high. Van Holy's payoff. Foul the other way, we'll do it again. Kind of implied it earlier, but Van Holy from Amersfoort, Netherlands. It's the 15th largest city in the country. Plays his college ball at Contra Costa. He delivers the full pitch, and Miller went around swinging for the first out of the inning. And even though Van Holy, isn't from America, I was standing by him for a lot of that 4th of July parade this morning, and he was super into it.
I mean, who wouldn't be? Sonoma hosts one of the best 4th of July celebrations in the country. I think the population of Sonoma quadruples in a day on the 4th of July. It goes from 10 to about 40,000 people. And I think somebody who hasn't experienced a 4th of July in Sonoma from anywhere, let alone from the Netherlands, would be impressed by the festivities here.
He had a little American flag under his hat, flowing out as he pitches outside. Ball 1 to the top of the order, Elijah Aguilar.
Matching with some of his teammates, Nick Sebastiani, Anthony Shepler, Ben Sebastiani, and Andrew Bonfili wearing their American flag overalls. Andrew Bonfili as well, sporting the American flag in the hat.
I was a little disappointed to not see you in those overalls, Luke. I know you grew up with a lot of them as Van Holy fires a called strike 1.
I wasn't in on the plan, Nate. I was aware the night before when my brother showed me that he was trying on his overalls for the parade this morning, and I was like, hey, why didn't you guys get one for me? And he said, it was Shepler's decision.
The man who stands at third is the reason why we didn't get to see Lucas Sebastiani in American flag overalls.
I'm just giving Shepler
Be
a hard time.
mad at him, not me.
I'm just giving
Not
Shepler a
Luka
hard
either.
time. He did not know. He's just making a fun plan. He wore them last year in the parade as well, and I think he brought Ben, Nick, and Andrew in on that plan this year, and I think it was a good look for this morning.
Elijah Aguilar behind 1 and 2 to Van Holy. The Dutchman comes home. That one fouled. We'll do it again. Good battle here from the top of the order, Aguilar.
Plus, I spend most of my time here at Arnold Field in the press box, so Lord knows I would probably burn pretty easily out in those American flag overalls. So maybe it's a good thing I wasn't in on it.
The 1-2. Low, ball 2. There's always next year, Luka. That's what I say.
Maybe you'll see me in some American flag overalls next year. Who knows?
Maybe you have to raise the bar. Maybe you get like something else. Maybe you go with like an American flag suit jacket or a onesie or something.
A suit jacket would be interesting.
The 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Van Holy with a big leg kick in frustration. He thought that was his second strikeout of the night.
If I would wear a suit jacket, I would hope that the weather would be nice and mild like it was today. On the 4th of July 2 years ago, my second time in the parade with the Stompers, it was 106 degrees at game time and about 95 during the parade.
The payoff, hit over to second. Sebastiani tracks over, throws across the body in time. What a beautiful defensive play from the man who spotted the overalls in the parade this morning, Ben Sebastiani. 2 down in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, it's a great play from Ben, ranging over to his right, makes the throw across his body to Trent Keys, on target and in time.
Brings up Mateo Fitzgerald. Two out. He lines that one to left. Long run over for Nick Sebastiani, and it drops, going all the way to the wall. Scooped up by Sebastiani on the hop. He fires in time to hold the runner at first to the pickoff man, to Romular. That's a good effort from Nick Seb to keep the runner at first with 2 out.
Yeah, that's a good adjustment on that one from Nick. We've often talked about Nick's route efficiency in the outfield and how sometimes it's less than optimal, but on that one, he read it very well. He made an adjustment, got behind the ball, and ensured that it didn't get all the way to the wall.
Vince Van Holy gives up his first base runner as we head back over. Ready for a new man up, Troy Rizzo. From the left-hand side with 2 out. Keys holds on to the runner at first. Lined over the head of Keys and up the right field side. Bass chases over, scoops it off the ground, fires home, picked off by Keys. It's another single. Runners on the corners with 2 out. Novato in search of a little rally here after Van Holy retired the first 2 he saw. And Zach Pace is out of a dugout. Gonna have a quick word with his pitcher. Infield comes in. He makes the sign to the bullpen. And a new arm comes into the game here for Sonoma. Alec Murray relieves Vince Van Holy. We'll be back after the new man warms up.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Alec Murray relieves Vince Van Holy of pitching duties. He comes in with runners on first and third with 2 out, facing Matt Anderson, who's 1 for 2 today with a walk, a strikeout, and a single. First pitch, low in the zone, and 90-mile-an-hour fastball called for a strike. Murray from Fair Oaks, California, stands 6'6", 235, entering his second season at Fordham out in the Bronx. He delivers an 0-1. Taken away for called strike 2. Dropped ball from Garcia. He's the runner over to second. Pass ball charge to Garcia. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Doesn't matter. Alec Murray leaves runners on second and third. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Stompers need some offense.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Stompers find themselves down by a slam. Nick Sebastiani steps up here in the bottom of the 6th for the 3rd time today. He's 1 for 2 with a single. One of only 3 Stompers with a knock. He takes outside for a ball. Called ball 2 to Nick. Trying to kickstart some offense, Luca. It's been a tough day for Sonoma to get some runs. As the 2-0 finds his own 2-1.
Yeah, only 3 hits on the day for the Stompers, and you would like to have much more than that, especially after the bats came alive last night against Santa Maria.
Swinging strike 2 to Nick Sebastiani.
And especially against an out-of-league opponent like the Novato Knicks, which is definitely something that the Stompers would like to get their bats going against.
The 2-2 taken away at ball 3. Seth England working at a lightning quick pace here.
Struggling to get a word in edgewise. Reminiscent of our very own Devin Laginto.
He's hot tonight. The 3-2 hits Sebastiani.
And if you're going to get hit by a pitch, that's the one to do it. 70-mile-an-hour changeup just gets inside on him. And that's, better than any fastball.
Brings up Anthony Shepler with a runner on first.
Number 7, Anthony Shepler.
He's struck out both times he's been up today, but had 9 RBI last night with 2 home runs, including a grand slam. Outfield shaded to right center as Shepler takes low for a ball. Zokar a few steps towards the gap. Poitras a step or 2 to the right. There's a lot of room on pull side for Anthony Shepler. He gets the 1-0 and takes a called ball 2. Good patience here from Shep. A 2-0. Hit high to deep center. Poitras runs back, going back, and makes the grab right in front of the wall. That one was crushed 376 feet to right center, but it stayed in the yard, and Shepler was retired for the 3rd time today. A 376-foot out.
That's something that you only really see at Arnold Field for all the CCL stadiums. Arnold Field, very, very deep center field. Used to be a football field, actually. That's why it kind of comes to a point there in center, and you have the short portion left and right, but the very, very deep center field, 435 feet.
Brings up Wesley Bass. That one is taken upstairs for a ball.
And Anthony Shepler just hit it to the wrong part of the yard.
Had so much room down pull side. Bass hits that one high, fouling out of play. Bass has reached both times he's been up today. A single to start the 2nd, a walk to start the 4th. Getting hot into the 2nd half of the season. He rips that one foul right over the head of Dave Hoke up the left field side. Counts down 1-2. Sun's starting to set here at Arnold on a beautiful 4th of July day. We got fireworks tonight. Still a ways away for them, only in the bottom of the 6. Bass takes outside, called ball 2.
And there's really no better place in town to watch the fireworks than the center field here at Arnold, Nate. You have so much room, so much grass in every direction to kind of lay out your stuff, get your spot. And the fireworks, I mean, they go off at the nearby Field of Dreams right here in Sonoma. No better place.
2-2 taken inside, ball 3. Here's the thing with me and fireworks. I'm always underwhelmed by them because my expectation, I'm half Australian, and so I'm used to the New Year's fireworks over the Sydney Harbor. And if that's your expectation, well, I'm going to be underwhelmed every time. That one fouled back 3-2. Should I expect Sydney Harbor New Year's style fireworks here, or?
I mean, I personally think that the Sonoma fireworks show is one of the best in the business. If you were somewhere like probably closer to D.C., our nation's capital, then maybe you would see a Sydney-esque fireworks show. But
3-2, runner takes off. Bass pops it foul and out of play. A battle starting to come on here between Bass and England.
But I've spent every 4th of July of my life in Sonoma, and I think the fireworks show here is definitely one for the books.
Wesley Bass hoping to provide some fireworks here in the bottom of the 6th. He's got Nick Sebastiani over at first. And he's in a 3-2 count with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Stompers trail by 4. The pitch fouled over our heads and out of play. A really solid battle here from Wesley Bass.
Yeah, Bass will see a 9th pitch here. He's doing really well to stay alive in this full count here. He needs to get on base so the Stompers can rally. One of their best threats on the base paths.
The payoff. Crushed the deep left and foul too early on a 69-mile-an-hour changeup.
And he'll see a 10th pitch.
Good pitch to hit there from Bass, but he was too early. Count stays at 3-2. Here comes the 10th pitch of the battle. Fouled off the catcher. We'll see number 11 very shortly.
And chance of Let's Go Wesley have broken out in the crowd here at Arnold Field. They really
man,
want to see this guy on base.
The man from Marietta, Georgia, long way away from home, plays his college ball at Georgia State. His teammate Hunter Johnson, both of the Panthers and the Stompers, currently in Reno for the CCL All-Star Game along with Tino Vassell and Sam Schnitzer. The pitch fouled. We'll see pitch number 12. A little too early once again. If he can time one off the barrel, it'd be his 2nd home run in 3 days. Here comes the 12th pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. Bass is retired, but gave the man on deck, Trent Keys, a lot to work on. Work from, beg your pardon.
Wesley may have gone down there, but he'll get a cue in Zach Pace's scorecard for a quality at-bat there. A 12-pitch battle in front of Trent Keys, one of your trusted hitters, allows him to see a lot from the man on the mound, Seth England.
Keys has a runner on first with 2 out. Sebastiani takes off. The throw to second doesn't come. It's a called strike 1 at the plate. Change up as Nick Seb now in scoring position. The pitch. Hit to right center for a base knock. Sebastiani waved home the throw to the cutoff man. Allows the 3rd run to come across the plate here for Sonoma. They trail by 3. Trent Keys gets an RBI, his 2nd in 2 days.
And right there, Nate, you see the importance of Nick Sebastiani taking second base on the previous pitch. Gets himself into scoring position, and Trent Keys is able to knock him in.
And you see the importance of the 12-pitch at-bat from Wesley Bass, the man before. Brings up K's with runner on first, 2 down. Had an RBI sacrifice fly back in the fourth. He had a double play back in the second.
Still made solid contact with it, though. Just a line drive straight back into the glove of Wesley Bush on the mound.
Keys takes off for second. The throw! In and out of the glove of Fitzgerald. Keys is safe. Aggression on the base paths here for Sonoma. That's the fifth stolen base of a game for the Stompers. As Kays takes time to gather himself. Sure, a sizable section in the bleachers wouldn't mind a souvenir. The 1-0, a breaking ball over the heart. You're not going to see a better pitch than that. That was one that you see in BP. A curveball over the plate, middle, and Duramelar wasn't tempted.
And that is not where you want to miss with the curveball either if you're England. That is upper middle third. You just can't miss there.
The 1-1, Duramelar takes low for ball 2.
Can't miss there again, I should say. If Kays gets that pitch again, I guarantee you he's going to swing at it.
Stompers down by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. With 2 out, Duramelar hoping to keep this inning going. The pitch. Keys takes off for third. He'll have to head back to second after the foul ball. Deuce is wild. Keys at second. 3-run game. As both England and Duramelar step out of their respective positions. England from the mound, Duramelar from the batter's box, and time is called by the hitter.
England's now stepped off twice before pitches against Duramelar. I wonder if he's having a miscommunication with Miller behind the plate.
The 2-2. Hit to left, and it gets past Rizzo. Waved home his Keys. The throw to the cutoff man. And Keys is safe at the plate. 2-run game. Second RBI for Kays Duramelar. His first hit of the evening brings up Angel Garcia as the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. And we're going to see a new pitcher. Seth England's day is done. We'll have information on the new arm when we come back.
At Ritchie Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at ritchievineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our number one priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Kai Beeler relieves Seth England of pitching duties. The 5'10", 170-pound righty from Santa Rosa. Pitched 2 years at the College of Marin before committing to Dakota Wesleyan, an NAIA school out in the Midwest. He starts off his outing facing Angel Garcia, who's up for the second time today. Popped out to first time through. He rips that one foul. Towards the Flybirds Margarita Lounge. Sizable crowd over there, as is around the entire ballpark. Garcia has Duramelar on first. 2 runs across the plate here in the bottom of the 6th already. The pitch. Worm burner over and in and out of a glove of Jansen. He fields, throws over to first. In time, the tag applied by Anderson. What a play! Jamison bobbled it off his glove, barehanded, fired over to first. High, but Anderson got the tag for the final out of the inning. 2 runs come across the plate on 2 hits, a runner left. We head to the top of the 7th in a 2-run game.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left foot. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Welcome back to Arnold Field for what should be a thrilling conclusion between the Knicks and the Stompers. Alec Murray enters his first full inning of work after getting the final out back in the 6th. He faces Tokar, Mills, and Poitras. Murray, the 6'6" righty, fires a fastball high, ball 1. With Murray starting his first full inning, that closes the book on Vince Van Holy, who went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Murray deals the 1-0. Fouled. Away, 1-1. Stompers put up a crooked number. Murray looking to put up a 0 here in the top of the 7th. He gets a swing and miss from Will Tokar, who struck out, doubled, and singled today. He's 2 for 3.
Yeah, the Stompers have been chipping away all day. Really could use a shutout inning from Murray here after putting up the 2 spot.
Murray's 2-strike offering. Check swing, the appeal down the first. He went. 2 strikeouts in a row for Alec Murray. 1 ended the 6th, 1 started the 7th. Brings up Daniel Mills.
All beer at the beer cellar. There's no half off for the rest of this.
Beg your pardon, that's Tanuk Tapia. Rather, that's Channing Perez, who's making his debut for the Novato Knicks. The righty gets a first pitch and takes it outside for a called strike 1. And Perez, young guy, graduating Cardinal Newman High School in 2029. It's the 1-1. Checks the swing. Appeal. Didn't even need to be there. Home plate umpire Brewster said he went around. 1-2 count here to Perez as the new DH. From Sonoma originally. Plays his high school ball up in Santa Rosa at Cardinal Newman. He takes a pitch low in the dirt. Ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, ball 3 low. I mean, Luca, class of 2029. He's graduating not next year, not the year after that, but the year after that. 3 years from now, he graduates high school. Doesn't even sound real. The payoff. And the dirt ball 4. He just worked a walk-off at D1 arm. Came back in the count.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3.
Heads over to first. Brings up Drake Poitras.
I mean, clearly it's something that the Knicks coaching staff sees in the kid because he goes up there against a professional D1 arm. Alec Murray, I have seen his stuff. He throws that ball really, really hard, and he throws that ball really, really well. His slider's been working for him, and he goes up there and works a professional at bat against the D1 kid.
This freshman year at Cardinal Newman hit .380. From Sonoma, we could be seeing a future Stomper in a couple years' time. The pitch, called strike 1 to Drake Poitras.
That was a really nice frame job from McCown, bringing that one off the outside edge.
A couple of changes. Gage McCown over behind the plate. Mateo Heredia over at third. And it's Chase Taylor out in center as that one popped foul and out of play. 0-2 to Drake Poitras. Correction, it's still Johnston out in center. McCown, the new battery mate. He waits the 0-2. Popped foul. We'll do it again. Believe it is just McCown and Heredia as the only changes defensively for Sonoma right now. Zach Pace said he wanted to try and get everyone an at-bat this evening. As that one popped foul out of play. We've seen 4 changes so far for Sonoma offensively. Angel Garcia came in for a couple of at-bats. McCown and Heredia now in. We'll do another 0-2 here to Poitras. He takes a called strike 3. A beautiful breaking ball for Alec Murray's 3rd punch out of the night. Brings up Eli Jamison. First pitch, check swing, and he went around. Eli Jamison behind 0-1. He's 1 for 3 today with a strikeout and a double.
Yeah, Alec Murray really favoring the breaking ball in this outing. It's been working really, really well for him. He's used both the slider and the curveball to his advantage.
What does he go to here? One cutter. It's called for a strike. Big card, and that was the slider. And that was called for a ball. The pitch. High, ball 2.
And I think that's good pitch selection there by Murray. He's used the past 4 pitches as breaking balls. He went slider, curve, curve, slider to set up the high heat. Did not get Jamison to bite at it, perhaps just a bit too high.
2-1. High again, ball 3. Enters count here to Eli Jamison. The pitch. High, ball 4. Jamison took 4 straight out of the zone. Second walk of the inning. Moves Perez over to second. Jamison to first. Brings up Brody Miller. Kays DeRomulo with some words of encouragement for his arm. He heads back to short. 2 down in the inning here in the top of the 7th.
And that's always one thing you can count on from Case, to give some words of encouragement to any pitcher who might be out there. He loves to be a chatterbox on the infield.
The pitch. Called strike 1. Fastball for the outer edge.
And you can hear DeRomulo yelling from shortstop after that one from Murray. He's saying, yeah, nice job, Alec. Keeping his pitcher in the game mentally.
The 0-1. Fastball high, ball 1. It's just as much of a battle as it is with the guy at the plate as it is with yourself. There's your philosophy from today's game. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Miller completely missed that one. Brings the count to 1-2. A slider in the zone.
Yeah. Got a sword from Miller.
The pitch. Called strike 3. Alec Murray with 4 strikeouts. Through an inning and a third. Brings up to, I guess it's to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch on the 4th of July.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
We're in for a thrilling conclusion here at Arnold Field. The Stompers trail by 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Brings up Ben Sebastiani, Rylan Heckman, and Mike Jones pinch hitting for Connor Johnston. Sebastiani gets a first pitch and lines that one to deep left field. Aguilar looking up at the wall, and it bounces off of it. Poitras picks it up. Sebastiani digging for second. He gets in there standing. A leadoff double for Ben Sebastiani. That's exactly what you're supposed to do in that moment. Bring up the tying run with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th.
And that ball was crushed 93 miles an hour off the bat, 343 feet, one hopping the wall. Really good for Ben to get his bat back here with a single and a double in his last 2 at-bats, really coming alive here on the 4th of July for the Stompers.
Brings up Rylan Heckman. Got hit by a pitch back in the 3rd, lined out to right. Has an RBI opportunity with Sebastiani at 2nd. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back, 0-1. 2-hit day for Ben Sebastiani after he's been 1 for 22 in league action. In non-league games, he's 6 for 11.
And if you're the Stompers, you got to get that run home on a leadoff double.
Hackman takes that one outside, ball 1. It's been something that the Stompers have struggled with at times this summer, leaving guys on in scoring position. Hoping to not carry that trend over into the second half of the season. Heckman takes a breaking ball in the zone. 1-2, that one over the inner part of the plate.
Yeah, that's a nice slider from Beeler. Kind of starts over the middle of the plate and then breaks over towards his back foot, but just stays inside the zone enough.
The 1-2, check back on Sebastiani over at 2nd, didn't come. Beeler and Ben Sebastiani, teammates at the College of Marin this past year. Heckman gets the 1-2, takes it inside for ball 2. Jumped out of that one. That's a good pitch, though, from Kai Beeler.
Yeah, that's a nice two-seam fastball from Beeler. Has some arm side run. It starts in towards Heckman and kind of comes back over the outside of the plate. Brewster said that it missed on the inside edge, though.
The 2-2. Heckman takes a low in and out of the glove of Miller. Full count here with a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Heckman doing a good job working himself into it. Now can he finish it off? The payoff pitch. Slow bouncer over to Jamison at 3rd. He fires across the 1st in time. Throw back to 3rd. Not in time. Ben Sebastiani slid in safe. A 5-3 ground out. Sebastiani's speed got him there in time. And now, complaints from the Novato Knicks coaching staff. Thomas Patterson having a word with Zach Ellenthorpe, really getting in his grill. He's asking him to appeal down to Dylan Brewster at home. And now Brewster's going to have a word with another coach for Novato.
And Ellenthorpe just tried to walk away from the conversation with the manager of the Knicks, and he followed him, and it actually gets him to come back towards the dugout with him.
Both coaches head back to the dugout without getting the call overturned. Sebastiani stays at third, brings up Mike Jones.
And it looks like the throw got there right on time. It was a bang-bang play at third, but Sebastiani with a nice swim move to be able to get around that tag. Some good base running from him, and gets there.
Mike Jones has a chance to score him here. He's gotten 3 extra base hits in the last 5 games. Takes a first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Jones, a recent addition to Sonoma. This is his second full week with the team. From Arizona, committed to USF. He takes a called strike 1 upstairs. He represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. Someone with enough power to put the Stomps back in the game by himself. He rips that one over to left, and it drops for a base hit. Sebastiani comes home. 1-run game. Mike Jones does his job as the pinch hitter with his first RBI of the night. Brings up Nick Sebastiani as the go-ahead run.
And right there you see the importance of Ben taking third on that ground ball from Heckman. Gets himself closer, 90 feet away, and he's able to come home on the soft liner from Jones. Good situational hitting from Jones, and a good job by the Stompers to get that run home.
Jones takes his lead at first with Sebastiani at the plate. Knicks reached 2 out of the 3 times today. He pops that one to shallow right. Tokar comes in and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. First pitch swinging for Nick Seb, and he's retired to bring up the new third baseman. Mateo Heredia comes in for Anthony Shepler.
Number 49, Mateo Heredia.
Batting just under 280 on the year. A lot of that's been in the last 2 weeks. Three doubles, a triple, and a home run. Home run came 2 days ago against the Santa Maria Indians. He takes the first pitch for a called strike. A two-way player committed to CSU Northridge. Someone who Zach Pace says is playing himself into an everyday role. Heredia gets the 0-1 and fouls it back. Quickly behind here, 0-2 as a pinch hitter. Defensive substitution came in at third. Mike Jones, the pinch hitter, got the RBI of the inning. He stands at first. It can be tough to come in cold, but Heredia in his first at-bat gonna have to battle down 0-2 and takes a fastball high upstairs. Ball 1. One, two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The side is retired. But not before a run comes across the plate on 2 hits. No errors are on our left. We head to the top of the 8th in a 1-run game. Stick with us here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Micah Marquez comes into the game for Alec Murray after Murray went an inning and a third. No hits, no runs, 2 walks, struck out 4. Marquez from St. Helena making his second appearance here for Sonoma. Recently committed to the University of Jamestown with the Jimmies. He starts off by facing Elijah Aguilar and fires a ball low, ball 1. It's a 1-run game. Stompers have scored in the last 2 innings. You feel like momentum's with Sonoma. Marquez gets back at the count 1-1. That's why it feels so important for Micah here to put up a 0.
Yeah, the Stompers have been chipping away. They've scored 3 runs in the last 2 innings. And definitely something that they need is a shutdown inning to be able to keep that momentum up.
1-1. Aguilar showed bunt, but he took a called ball. Brings the count to 2-1. Marquez fires. Line to center, and it one hops into Johnston. Beg your pardon, that's Mike Jones now out in center. And a leadoff hit for Elijah Aguilar, his second of the day. Both of them gone right back up the middle into center. Ends up Mateo Fitzgerald. 2 for 4 with the home run back in the second. A 1-run game here in the 8th inning. Marquez delivers. A breaking ball called for a strike. Marquez played at the College of Marin this past year, made 13 starts with the Mariners, 55 innings, struck out 45. Pitched to an ERA of 5.24. He generates a big swing and miss from Mateo Fitzgerald there to get ahead 0-2.
Yeah, really nice slider there. Starts over near the bottom of the zone and just drops off the face of the earth. Some nice swing and miss action there from Marquez's breaking ball.
Jamestown will be the 3rd school in 3 years for Micah. Started his career at Jessup. As that one bounced over to Heredia. Goes over to second for 1 to first. In time, double play. Around the horn, 5-4-3. For the first and second out of the inning. brings up Troy Rizzo with 2 down.
And that's just an excellent play there from Heredia at third to scoop that ball, throw it over to Ben Sebastiani at second, who turns it in time for the double play.
Brings up Troy Rizzo with 2 down, nobody on. Fouled back. Nothing in 1. And that double play especially feels huge after a leadoff single. You're down by a run. You have to put up a 0. That's a good response from the Stompers defense. Mateo Heredia with a nice play.
Yeah, great way to keep momentum swinging in your favor.
The 0-1. Taken low. Ball 1. Marquez deals. Foul, 1 and 2. Rizzo, 2 for 4 today. 2 singles. Fly out and a pop out. He's behind 1 and 2 to Marquez. Bounces that one foul in and out of the hand of the third base coach, Thomas Patterson.
Yeah, it's a nice pitch from Micah. You can see Rizzo just kind of chop at that one, not a full swing, just trying to protect with 2 strikes and stay alive any way he can.
The 1-2. Hit over to second and through. Into center. Jones charges and grabs it off the ground. A 2-out single. Second of the inning for Novato. Brings up Matt Anderson with 2 down. He's 1 for 3 today. Single, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. 1-run game here in the top of the 8th. Marquez deals. A called strike 1. Slider. First pitch. What does he go to here on the 0-1? Another off-speed high, trying to work backwards. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Marquez looking to get out of this inning. He's allowed 2 hits, 1 were raced on a double play. The 1-2 in the dirt, and it gets past McCown. Rizzo heads into second. He's in scoring position. Brings the count to 2-2 with 2 outs. The 2-2. Strike 3. McCars leaves the runner in scoring position. Anderson struck out 3 times today. We're in a 1-run game heading to the bottom of the 8th. Stompers trail.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
The Stompers head into the bottom of the 8th, down by a run. Bass, Keys, and Duramalar come up to the plate here. Bass starts things off against Kai Beeler. Presenting his second full inning of work. Gave up a run on the 7th. First pitch, swing from Bass. A little sword action there. Brings the count to 0-1. Bass is someone who the Stompers want to get on. He's stolen 3 bases today. Hill 1. Breaking ball inside. Brings the count back to even.
Yeah, and Bass being so dangerous on the base paths, only being down 1 run, you want this guy to get on. You want him to be able to create havoc on the base paths, to be able to get himself into scoring position, create a little offense for the team.
The 1-1. Hit high to center. Poitras running back, and he makes the grab. A loud fly ball to deep center. One down here in the bottom of the 8th.
And that one, Nate, so similar to Anthony Shepler's F8 earlier in this game. Just a 356-foot out. And that's out at most parks in the CCL. But Arnold Field, the deep center field, not going to be that one for Bass today.
Keys takes low for a ball. I mean, 356 to dead center probably isn't going to get you out at most parks in the CCL. The 1-0 to TK. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Stompers down to their final 5 outs. Trail by a run here on the 4th of July. Keys shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball. Out and away, ball 2. Keys, 1 for 3 today. Had a single and scored a run back in the 6th. Shows bunt again, pulls it back, and is in a hitter's count here. When you show bunt early, it throws off the pitcher. That's what Paul Madarena, the hitting coach, stresses to his guys. And Keys is now in a hitter's count, 3-1. The pitch. Ripped foul right over the first base coach, Keller Osbin, just for the day. It's now 3-2 with 1 down to Trent Keys. Strike 3 swinging. Guy Beeler is on the way from getting out of the 8th with no damage done. Putting a serious halt to the Stompers' momentum. And he's got a tough task against Kays Duramalar. 1 for 2 today with 2 RBI. Kays looking to keep the inning going with Gage McCown on deck. Okay, Beeler looking for a 1-2-3. The pitch. Low and away. 1. Stompers have slowly got themselves back into this game. They trailed by 5 after the top of the 3rd. And they've put up 5 runs themselves. The difference A one run that's came across back in the 5th for Novato. Gaze out ahead 2-0. Steps back into the batter's box. A home run would tie it. The pitch. Popped foul and out of play. Gaze hit a home run this summer for Sonoma, but we've seen so many guys get there first over the last few days.
Trent Keys, Wesley Bass, Mateo Heredia, just to name a few of them. Anthony Shepler.
Had 2 long balls at Santa Rosa Junior College this past year. He's out ahead 2-1 over Beeler. The pitch. Bounced to short. Rizzo gloves, and it goes off his knees. Kays DeRomola takes first on the error. That might be what the Stompers need to capitalize. Brings up Gage McCown. First time McCown's been up today. Another two-way guy from Las Vegas, Nevada. He's hitting .276 with a home run and 2 RBI. Knocks the bat, steps in. DeRomolar takes his lead at first. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. McCown takes outside for a ball. Beautiful take by the catcher. Novato bounced foul towards Dave Hoke down the third base side.
Stompers need to rally. Crowd's trying to get themselves into the game to help the Stompers with their momentum here.
Have scored a run in the last 2 innings. If they could do the same here in the bottom of the 8th, they'd tie it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 on. Bounced foul again from McCown, just a little early. Brings the count to 1 and 2. The 1-2, runner goes, taken outside for a ball. The play over at second, in and out of the glove of Fitzgerald. DeRomolar's into scoring position. He would have been the final out, but reached on an error and is over at second. Gage McCown wants to score him. Ben Sebastiani awaits on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The pitch. Fouled. Back into the glove of Beeler. The sign is retired. The Stompers leave a man in scoring position. We head to the top of the 9th in a 1-run game. You do not want to miss the thrilling conclusion of this 4th of July showdown.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck.
On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. The Stompers trail. They send out Micah Marquez for a second inning. He needs to put up a 0 in order to give Sonoma a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. Old Tokar steps up. Marquez fires the first pitch, called for strike one. Slider right over the plate. Tokar didn't realize before it was too late. Marquez is 0-1. Slider high, ball one. That's a pitch you don't want to be missing at that height. Called strike two on the outer edge. Another slider again. 3 in a row from Micah Marquez. Might be working backwards here against Will Tokar, who struck out twice this game.
That's a really nice job by Gage McCown behind the plate to bring that one back over the outside edge.
The other 2 at-bats for Tokar hits. The 1-2. Popped up to shallow right. Bass runs onto it and makes the grab for the first out of the ninth. Pinch hitter into the game here for the Novato Knicks. It's Ben Mencard.
Now batting, number 38, Ben Mencard.
From Napa Valley College. His first time appearing against the Stompers this year. He takes a breaking ball high upstairs for ball one. Called strike one. So, Mencard. 30 games at Napa Valley. Hit .258 with 6 doubles and a homer. That's even out 1-1 with 1 out. The pitch. That one fouled away. Some changes in the outfield. Nick Sebastiani is in right. Mike Jones is in left. Wesley Bass now in center. The 1-2. Worm burner and goes foul. Keeps the count at 1-2. Mencard from Santa Rosa. 6'3", 220, big righty frame. He's behind 1-2 to Marquez. And strikes out swinging. Second punch out of the day for Micah Marquez. It brings up Drake Poitras. No balls, no strikes, 2 outs. First pitch to Drake Poitras comes in, and a big swing and a miss on a slider in the zone. 0-1. Again, it's a couple of sliders in the zone over the plate that Marquez is getting lucky with missing, but they're generating swing and misses like that. You can't be too mad.
Yeah, definitely don't want to keep missing those pitches up.
That one hit over to DeRommel at short, in and out of a glove, and he has a hard time fielding it. An E6 on K's. Allows Poitras to reach with 2 out.
Now batting the third baseman, number 39, Eli Jason.
Third error of the day for Sonoma defense. Eli Jamison steps in. The pitch. Taken over the plate for a called strike. A slider again. Marquez on breaking ball heavy.
Yeah, when he's able to locate that slider over on the outside corner to right-handed hitters, it's almost impossible to hit.
Let's do it again. And he's out ahead 0-2 on Jamison. Marquez comes home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Stompers leave a runner on first after the error. Marquez strikes out 2. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Sonoma has a chance to walk it off down by a run.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
In front of the largest crowd of the year on the biggest night of the year. It's the hometown kid, Ben Sebastiani, stepping up in the bottom of the 9th, down a run. It'll be Sebastiani, Taylor, and Jones to the plate here for Sonoma. First pitch to B. Seb, right over the heart, a called strike. Sebastiani, 2 for 3 with a double last time up, a beautiful gap shot. He gets the 0-1. Breaking ball upstairs, strike 2. Two pitches, no swings from Sebastiani, yet he's behind 0-2. The 2-strike offering fouled off. We'll do it again. Sebastiani steps back in. The College Marin man facing his former teammate Beeler. And he fouls it towards the Stompers bullpen, staying alive here in the 0-2 count.
Yeah, that's that same two-seam fastball that we've seen from Beeler. Has a lot of arm side run. It gets in on the hands of Sebastiani there. He's able to fight it off.
The 0-2 outside, ball 1 on a slider low and away. A packed grandstand patiently watches on. Sebastiani gets the 1-2 pitch. Downstairs for a ball. He's worked himself back into the count. Now even, 2-2. Had a home run on the 4th of July last year. A home run tonight would tie it in this moment. The 2-2, taken low, ball 3. After a couple of foul balls, Sebastiani's taken 3 out of his own to bring the count back to 3-2.
This has been a nice at-bat from Ben.
Can he put the cherry on top of the cake? He bounces that one hard over to third, gloved by Jamison. Throw over to first in time. Stompers are down to their final 2 outs. Brings up the pinch hitter, Chase Taylor. Reached 4 times yesterday with 2 knocks. And has some really nice speed for the man on deck, Mike Jones, who has great power. Taylor had a couple of stolen bases last night. He has to get on first to give himself that opportunity. Beeler's first pitch, fouled, 0-1. Taylor coming in cold, yet still swinging at the first pitch he sees.
And I like that aggression from him. He knows that he needs to come out and he needs to make something happen. He needs to get on base and give the Stompers a chance to walk it off here.
The second-year Stomper gets the 0-1 and takes it upstairs for a called strike 2. We saw Sebastiani come back down 0-2 into a 3-2 count. Can Taylor do the same here? UConn Husky gets the pitch. Outside for a ball. The Knicks dugout thought that was the second out of the inning. Taylor, the lefty, gets the 1-2 and fouls it back. We'll do it again. Lights are on. The fireworks just about an hour or so away. Can the Stompers provide some fireworks of their own in the bottom of the 9th, down by a run? The 1-2 to Taylor. Popped up to the right side of the infield. Fitzgerald waved off by Anderson. And it's the shortstop Rizzo who comes down with it. The captain of the defense made the call for the second out of the inning. Brings up Mike Jones as the Stompers' final out. Had a pinch hit single back in the 7th. Stayed in the game defensively. He's trying to keep the inning alive here for Sonoma, down by a run.
And we witnessed that he has the power to do it.
The first pitch taken away for a ball. Arnold's on its feet. Jones hopes to deliver. The 1-0. Check swing, and Dylan Brewster says he went around. Beeler's 2 strikes away from giving the Novato Knicks their biggest win of the summer. The 1-1. Jones takes low for a ball. Out ahead now with Nick Sebastiani on deck.
And you know Nick on deck is only thinking one thing. If Mike Jones can get on, he wants to walk this game off in front of the hometown fans.
Beeler misses outside, ball 3. Jones is in a hitter's count now. 3 balls, 1 strike. How aggressive are you if you're Mike Jones with the game-winning run on deck?
I think you got to be. You're looking for one pitch right here if you're Mike Jones.
The hitter's pitch. Hit to shallow center. Poitras long run. It's called by Fitzgerald, and he makes the grab for the final out of the ball game. The Novato Knicks hold on to escape the Stompers with a 6-5 win on the 4th of July. But that doesn't mean Arnold Field's leaving. We still got fireworks as well as a post-game show to give you. We'll be back very shortly on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers post-game show.
As Arnold Field heads on to center field to watch the fireworks in around an hour. Stompers have to head into a 2-day break off a loss. They fall to the Novato Knicks 6-5 in a non-league defeat that doesn't count for standings, but Luca, it's one that you want to win.
Yeah, and I think with the crowd here at Arnold Field, obviously, you're going to want to win in front of maybe the biggest crowd that a lot of these guys have played at. And a lot of these guys are JUCO guys, and they haven't seen a crowd as big as Arnold Field. We usually get around 1,000 to 1,200 people here in Arnold Field, and that's just in ticket sales. That's not including anybody that wander in from the plaza in the later innings. So you got to think that it would have been nice for the Stompers to get a win here and continue their momentum from their 2 wins against Santa Maria into the rest of the CCL slate for the season.
A tough loss for Sonoma. Their pitching gave up 13 hits. The defense had 3 errors. And really, in a 1-run game, that feels like the difference. It went Jones to Heyer, to Cazzo, to Messenger, to Van Holy, to Murray, to Micah Marquez for Sonoma. For Novato, Wesley Bush, Seth England, and Kai Beeler, the only 3 arms that Vinny Lenciani used today. The winning arm is Wesley Bush. The loser is Jacoby Heyer, after he gave up a 3-run home run in the second. Guy Beeler gets the save on a game that started at 5:21 and ended at 8:39. 3 hours and 18 minutes, your final. And we head into a 2-game break. The Stompers back in league action on Tuesday. A home game against the San Francisco Seagulls. First pitch at 6:05. Pre-game show back with Kieran Costa and myself at 5:50. Luke, it was a blast having you on the broadcast over the last couple days. For Luca, Sebastiani, for Elikai on Stats, I'm Nate Martin saying so long for Sonoma and a happy 4th of July.
Thanks for sharing your evening with us here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. For schedule info and game tickets, go to stompersbaseball.com or catch collegiate baseball at its best right here on our YouTube channel. And always remember, success on the field starts with success in the classroom.